Before you engage in self-pleasure tonight, there's a vital step you absolutely shouldn't skip. Neglecting it could mean missing out on the deep, rejuvenating sleep your body craves to heal and thrive. It may sound unusual, but gently tapping 3 specific points on your body before masturbating could unlock one of the most powerful sleep techniques you've never heard of. I'm Dr. James Carter, a men's health and aging specialist with over 30 years of experience, guiding thousands of older adults through challenges like restlessness, loneliness, and chronic insomnia. Through decades of patient care and research, I stumbled upon something extraordinary. When seniors added this simple tapping routine before self-pleasure, they reported falling asleep faster, sleeping more soundly, and waking up feeling refreshed, energized, and more connected to themselves, all without relying on medications, supplements, or complicated routines. Why does this work? These 3 points activate your body's natural calming systems, boost melatonin production, reduce anxiety, and create the perfect conditions for intimate, restful moments with yourself. In this video, I'll walk you through exactly where these points are, how to tap them with care, and how to integrate them into a mindful, self-pleasure practice that transforms guilt or shame into self-care and empowerment. I'll also reveal a surprising mistake many older adults make during self-pleasure that could be quietly sabotaging their sleep and well-being. If restful sleep, emotional balance, and healthy aging matter to you, subscribe and hit the bell to ensure you never miss a practical tip that could transform your nights. If this video helps you, leave a 1 in the comments. If it doesn't, leave a 0 so I can refine my guidance to better meet your needs. Let's begin with the first tap point, a hidden gem that quiets your mind and prepares your body for both relaxation and pleasure. Tap point 1, the third eye for mental serenity. Nestled just between your eyebrows, slightly above the bridge of your nose, lies a spot known in ancient traditions as the third eye. For centuries, healers in Eastern practices have revered this point as a gateway to inner peace, mental clarity, and restful sleep. Remarkably, modern science is now catching up, showing how this area connects to the brain's sleep-regulating systems, particularly the pineal gland, which produces melatonin, the hormone that signals your body it's time to rest. When I first introduced this tapping practice to my patients, I approached it with skepticism, as I'm a firm believer in evidence-based medicine. But the results were undeniable. Men and women in their 70s and 80s, who often spent hours awake battling racing thoughts or nagging regrets, began tapping this point each evening and experienced a profound shift. Their minds stopped spiraling, their bodies relaxed, and the weight of sleepless nights began to dissolve. As we age, natural melatonin levels decline, making deep sleep harder to achieve, but gentle tapping combined with slow, intentional breathing can help rekindle that signal to rest. To practice this, find a quiet, comfortable space, perhaps your bedroom with soft lighting, or a cozy chair. Sit or lie down, close your eyes, and take a deep breath in through your nose, exhaling slowly through your mouth. Using your index and middle fingers, tap lightly between your eyebrows with a soft, rhythmic touch, not forceful, just enough to feel a gentle pulse. Picture the tension in your forehead melting away, like ripples smoothing out on a tranquil lake. Imagine your worries, the endless to-do lists, lingering regrets, or anxious what-ifs fading into the background, leaving space for stillness. One of my patients, a 78-year-old widower named Robert, shared a touching story. For over a decade, he struggled with sleeplessness and felt a quiet shame about his private moments of self-pleasure. After incorporating third eye tapping, he described a newfound sense of calm, saying, "It's like my mind finally gave my body permission to rest." For Robert, this practice turned self-pleasure into a moment of peace rather than secrecy, helping him fall asleep faster and wake up feeling lighter. This point is powerful on its own, but its effects deepen when paired with the next tap point, a spot on your chest that speaks directly to your emotional heart. Releasing tension you may not even realize you're carrying. Tap point 2, the heart center for emotional release. The center of your chest, right between your nipples, where your ribs converge, is what I call the heart calm zone. This area is more than just the physical home of your heart. It's where emotional burdens like stress, grief, loneliness, or even unacknowledged guilt tend to settle, especially for older adults. Many of my patients describe a heavy, restless pressure in their chest that keeps them awake at night, even if they can't quite name its source. I'll never forget a conversation with Martin, an 82-year-old retired veteran who lost his wife a decade ago. He told me, "The days are manageable, I keep busy. But at night, it's like my chest is holding onto all the years of loss. Sleep feels like a battle I can't win." When I guided him through this chest-tapping practice, he was initially doubtful, but after just a few nights, he called me, voice trembling with emotion, saying, "Doc, it's like I can finally breathe again. I didn't just sleep better, I felt like I let go of something heavy." Tapping this point engages the vagus nerve, a critical component of your parasympathetic nervous system, which helps calm your entire body and signals safety, allowing you to relax deeply. To try this, settle into a comfortable position sitting on the edge of your bed or lying down with a pillow for support. Place the flat part of your fingers on the center of your chest and begin tapping gently, syncing the rhythm with slow, deep breaths. You don't need to press hard. The gentle motion is enough to send a soothing message to your nervous system. As you tap, imagine releasing the emotional weight you've carried, not just from the day, but perhaps from years of unspoken grief, loneliness, or the quiet shame some feel about their desires as they age. For many seniors, self-pleasure carries a stigma rooted in upbringing or societal norms, but tapping this point helps soften those feelings, creating space for self-acceptance and ease. One patient, a 70-year-old woman named Susan, shared that this practice transformed self-pleasure into a nurturing ritual. "It stopped feeling like something I had to hide," she said. "It became a way to care for myself, and I slept so much better." This step not only prepares your body for deeper sleep, but also makes self-pleasure feel like a gentle act of self-love, paving the way for the final tap point that grounds your body in profound calm. Tap point 3, the lower belly for deep grounding. Just a few inches below your belly button lies a spot that's often overlooked, but holds immense power for relaxation and rest. In Eastern traditions, this area is called the Sea of Energy, a place where warmth, balance, and vitality reside. For older adults, this region can harbor subtle tension, whether from physical issues like digestive discomfort or emotional burdens like loneliness, self-doubt, or a sense of disconnection from one's body. Soothing this point can unlock a deep sense of grounding that makes sleep feel natural, effortless, and restorative. I recall a patient, Darlene, a 75-year-old woman who felt increasingly distant from her body as she aged. She struggled with both insomnia and a loss of confidence, feeling that intimacy, whether with a partner or herself, was a relic of her younger years. When I introduced her to this tapping point, she was hesitant, unsure that something so simple could make a difference. But after a week of consistent practice, she shared something profound. "I didn't just sleep better, I felt like I came home to myself. My body felt alive again." To activate this point, place your fingertips about 3 finger widths below your navel. Tap lightly or make small, gentle circular motions while breathing deeply and slowly. Let your shoulders relax and notice any warmth or softness spreading through your lower belly. This isn't about stimulation, it's about signaling to your body that it's safe, grounded, and free from expectations. Known as the sleep trigger, this point engages your parasympathetic nervous system, slowing your heart rate, easing your digestive system, and inviting your body into a state of deep recovery. For Darlene, combining this tap with mindful self-pleasure became a way to honor her body's needs, helping her fall asleep with a sense of peace she hadn't felt in years. When paired with the third eye and heart center taps, this point completes a holistic ritual that calms your mind, soothes your emotions, and anchors your body, creating the perfect conditions for restful sleep and meaningful self-connection. The sleep invitation ritual and common pitfalls to avoid. Now, let's bring these 3 points together into a cohesive bedtime ritual I call the sleep invitation. This isn't just a series of step sites, a compassionate practice that gently guides your mind, heart, and body into a state of rest, free from pressure, rush, or judgment. Start by creating a serene environment. Dim the lights, wrap yourself in a soft blanket, and light a candle or play calming music if that feels right. Sit or lie down comfortably. Take a slow breath in and exhale fully, letting the day's weight begin to slip away. Begin with the third eye, tapping gently between your eyebrows for about 30 seconds to quiet racing thoughts. Next, move to your chest, tapping the heart calm zone to release emotional tension. Imagine shedding grief, stress, or shame like a heavy coat. Finally, tap below your navel to ground your body in warmth and calm, feeling your entire being settle. Only after completing these steps should you explore self-pleasure, if it feels natural for you. If self-pleasure doesn't resonate, that's perfectly okay. The tapping alone can profoundly shift your relationship with rest. However, even this simple ritual can be disrupted by habits many older adults unknowingly carry. The first mistake is rushing through the process. In a culture that often treats self-pleasure as something quick or secretive, hurrying keeps your nervous system in a heightened state, blocking melatonin production and preventing deep, restorative sleep. Slow down, savor each tap, and let your body ease into the moment. The second mistake is using overly intense or aggressive stimulation, especially late at night. This can activate your sympathetic nervous system, your fight or flight response, spiking your heart rate and keeping you alert instead of relaxed. Approach this practice as a gentle invitation, not a performance. The goal is rest and reconnection, not just release. Finally, the most insidious mistake is carrying guilt or shame into the moment. Many seniors grew up with beliefs that self-pleasure is wrong, and those feelings can linger, creating physical and emotional tension that blocks both pleasure and rest. Remind yourself, your body is yours, your desires are valid, and deep, healing sleep is something you deserve, not something you must earn. Move through this ritual with kindness and patience, and you'll notice your thoughts quieting, your chest lightening, and sleep becoming a natural, welcoming part of your night. Conclusion: a gentle return to yourself. After 3 decades of working with older adults, I've learned one universal truth. Your body never stops craving care, no matter how many years it's carried you. It may move slower, carry more aches, or feel different than it once did, but its need for peace, touch, and rest remains as vital as ever. The sleep invitation tapping, the third eye to calm your mind, the heart center to soothe your emotions, and the lower belly to ground your body paired with mindful self-pleasure is more than a routine. It's a quiet, powerful way to reconnect with yourself, to honor your body's needs, and to reclaim rest as a fundamental right. I've seen patients weep with relief after their first full night's sleep in years. Hardened men soften into calm, and women who'd long suppressed their desires smile again with newfound ease. This practice isn't about fixing something broken. It's about remembering that you are worthy of peace, pleasure, and deep, restorative sleep, not someday, but right now, tonight. As you prepare for bed tonight, try this. Carve out a quiet space, tap with care, touch with kindness, and let sleep come naturally, not as something you chase, but as something you welcome with open arms. If this message resonates, leave a yes in the comments to share that you'll give it a try, or like this video to help others discover this simple, transformative practice. Your story matters, and sharing it could inspire someone else to find rest and reconnection. If you'd like to support more content like this, created with honesty, warmth, and practical solutions for aging with grace and empowerment, consider making a small donation to the channel. Every contribution helps me continue this work, bringing compassionate, age-positive health education to those who need it most. Thank you for being here, for taking this time for yourself, and for joining a community that believes growing older should feel empowering, not limiting. Let's keep walking this path together, one gentle tap at a time.